Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from Baltimore. Jacob Sailors now to return it. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And having gained up about a handful there. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful run.
On the ground is Edwards again. And the run will not work. He is soft to the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Working quickly here. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. McCarthy to throw for it. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. And he drives this into the pouring rain. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11, 90. Set.
Right to the air, Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the first down.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On 2, ready?
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. Complete out to the right. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here we go. 11. Right 80. Right cut. 11.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And they're on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Taken in by Felton, left side. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Buying some time right. That throw behind his intended target. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it'll be 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Looking to return from the 29. That'll be the first and more. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. 180, 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 12.
One play action here. Burrow. That's going to be cut by all. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Here we go, here we go.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals stretch their early lead to 9. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On play action now, McCarthy. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dial up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
This is running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we go.
They have 2nd down and 5.
11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Again, it's Burrow. He's got it near the 8. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 16-point ball game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Sailors now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll set up the screen for Henry. Still motoring past the 30. Through midfield. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
McCarthy's going to look to throw this. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. We've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Up.
Burrow to the air now. On the move, headed right. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11 and 12. 12. 11 common. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Moving on into the red zone. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead to 15. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Look at this. Oh, he loses the football. And now the Bengals have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Burrow to throw. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Will take over at their own 40 after the turnover. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completes downfield to Felton. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 33. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He rolls to his right. Firing one deep for the end zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, Henry. And the defense wins this rep at south of the line, and now they've got third and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Third and goal for McCarthy. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Only a minute and 57 seconds left between us and halftime at this point. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
McCarthy to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he won't come through on fourth and goal. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Goes to the hurry-up offense here. Burrow from the gun. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
Chased out to his right. He's got it deep downfield. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals first down.
12.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Bengals
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Done.
first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. At throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And now they face second down.
Here we go.
One play action here. Burrow. It's over deep to the left side. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals stretch the lead to 23. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
At the 27-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
On 2.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Looking to throw, Burrow. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. Third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. TJ Turner comes up with it. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
11 MT, Tate. Right 80. Right 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Offense in the hurry up here.
11 MT, 11, 11.
First down, Cincinnati.
Play action now. Burrow absolutely fires this one right side. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Vacates quickly left side. On the run. Deep. Big gain downfield. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those aligned. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. The Ravens look like they got it back, and they did! Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Edwards. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The Clemson rookie has it. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, now a chance to add to this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Off the option, here's Brown. He goes down a little short of the 40. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
11, 11. Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right inside. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Headed out right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nate Wiggins has got it. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
2nd down, McCarthy to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action, McCarthy. Buying some time right. Here he takes it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Sticking with Edwards here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. McCarthy throwing on third down. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusting tight end.
Oh, he lost the football. And the Bengals get to it. And they're going to give a yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Buying some time left. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. All set now. First and 10.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Again, McCarthy to throw. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they're going to be sacked with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
First down. First and goal.
And again now, McCarthy to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get. That's going to set up second and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fan. It's
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Bengals take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
12.
First down, Burrow to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you'll get more interceptions.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Get some space around midfield. He's going to have this one down to the 28. So he gained 30 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
11 MP. 11 Thomas.
On third down, here's Burrow. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Good play action here. Burrow. Flush out now to his left. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Let's get set. Say hi. Right 80.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
On 1, ready?
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1. Burrow. On the move, headed right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that grows the lead to 27.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He's trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd and 10, McCarthy. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Ty Felton, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass pulled in by Henry. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to the air. McCarthy. That's a screen play to Edwards. Makes the tackle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense in the hurry up here.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Ravens football, and they're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time here. Has his man cut by Andrews. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Ready? Hawks, go!
Third and long for him here. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Seven Pirates!
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action now, McCarthy. Pass it down close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to run with Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Second and goal at the Bengals 5-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with third and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Touchdown, Ravens.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Again, left side to Brown. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. Dodges another stop. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And they pick him off again. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Kid, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
That one connects. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
Ravens 20. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sailors now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Wow, for the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 60 left, 19 Lion. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trying to do some window dressing. 1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing again now. McCarthy. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. It's into the hands of Edwards. And they take him down right along the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards. Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Here's Brown again. 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Wide open, downfield. Got it. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Isaac Guerrero with the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, because this game is over. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Baltimore.